This TV's showing fairly good signs of life. Initially I thought it had a 240 volt mains power supply in it, but it's actually 12 volts, so I'm just running it off a battery at the moment. Yeah, it just looks like it's starting to break up. The picture's a bit dithery and funny. Could be, well, battery voltage is good. More than likely it's DC filtration in here that's gone bad. So I'll look at this one a little bit later. Right now we have a Blendtec blender to look at. We'll see if it works at all and see if it might blend itself, because it's been in water for a while. It's badly water damaged, so we will see if its own gearbox or something blends itself. If not, we'll make it. It's pretty much worthless without all the rest of it, and it's badly damaged, so yeah, I've got no problem killing it. Oh yeah, I just figured I'd put a signal to it just to see how bad it is, and there's something horribly wrong with that digital board. I am going to probably scrap this television if it's not just dried up capacitors feeding bad power to it. It would be fun to run it like this and shoot at it. I was actually thinking, this bloody Kmart commercial popped up where this chick's got a Nerf gun, and it reminded me of the Mana Potions hacked belt-fed Nerf gun. Like, they ran it off a lithium cordless drill battery or something, and this thing was pumping out more rounds than an M60 machine gun. So I was thinking of something like that, except with custom darts which have a blunt aluminum tip in them, and it'd make a hell of a mess of a big LCD panel. So yeah, I've got to get one of those belt-fed Nerf guns and really hack it and modify it so that it can fire custom PVC or Teflon projectiles with an alloy or even steel point on them, which would almost probably border on being an actual firearm and probably an offence, but I don't know. It'd be worth a try. Even just to hose down an old LCD or plasma television with one would be just priceless. That's the closest thing you'll get to a machine gun in Australia, unless you want to go full illegal, but nobody wants to risk jail time for buying a Browning machine gun or something like that. They put you away for a long time. Oh, I'll do the Blendtec thing in a separate video. How about that? Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more. God, I love the smell of jet fuel. Sort of smells like kerosene, but much better. Like really pure kerosene. Yeah, it's almost half full. Brilliant stuff. It's about sort of up to there. I won't have enough in that other drum to fill it right up, but I can rotate this one a little bit. It's about 25 gallons or so total. Starting to look a lot clearer now. Little car's just chilling out over there. It don't give a damn. It's my experimental test victim. As you'll see in the previous video. Yeah, this ain't out of that little car though. This nasty looking mess came out of that. Most of it's from sitting out in the weather, and a lot of the water was from me cleaning it with the gurney. There's so many places to force water in when you clean these with a gurney, especially when most of the crankcase breather gaskets and things like that are broken. So I think I forced a lot of that water in there myself, but just sitting in the tub overnight, or actually for the last week, it kind of got a bit ugly. It's evil. It's almost like modern art. You could literally make a painting like that and sell it for $1 million these days. Yuck. Words cannot describe the smell either. Not that it's bad smell, I mean, I don't mind it. It's like well-used gear oil. I don't mind the smell of gear oil. I know Brad said it turns his stomach, but I don't mind it. Yuck. And that's after tipping most of the top layer off into the drum. I'll have to take all these drums and take them to the waste transfer station for oil disposal. But yeah, I've got a bell housing off the old auto as well. I'm going to have to butcher it a bit to get it to fit over my mounts down there. I'll just have to cut a bit of that out, but that's easy enough. These things are pretty much worthless. A standard Trimatic transmission. So yeah, it also has a shell bearing in there to support the end of the torque converter, so that's also a bonus. I'll just have to put a grease nipple on it and stuff some grease into it every now and then. Hell, I could even weld an output shaft into the end of that bell housing, or sorry, the end of the torque converter, and just mount a V-pulley on it and use it to run whatever. Whatever this engine runs is up to me now. It's not going to go back into a car, not without a full strip down rebuild. And yes, more equipment autopsies to follow. Blendtec blender, PS2, that horribly tortured starter motor, and a oil pump off the Bitzer V4 compressor. The Copeland one's proved itself today, as you'll see in the previous video. Great fun. I'm going to have to find more shit to implode. I've got the spare tyre out of the trunk too. I've just flexed a patch over the massive hole in the sidewall, and we'll see if we can pull that one down to vacuum as well. Just for the hell of it. Just because we can. I've got a few different old tyres and plastic drums, metal drums. I've got one of these which I can pull a vacuum on. I'm going to get some glass bottles. I'm going to pick up a little refrigerator casing or something like about that high, and make a safety implosion box for imploding glass bottles. It'll have laminated windscreen or something on the front of it, so that if something does come flying out, it just bounces off. And it contains all the shrapnel, it doesn't end up all over the shop. But either way, that's about what's happening tonight. The BMW needs a new viscous fan coupling and a radiator tank reseal. The price of viscous fan couplings over here is poison. It's between $200 and $400 a piece. I can get them from Poland on eBay for about 21 euros, or sorry, 21 pounds, so it'd be about $65 by the time it's shipped over here. So I'm going to do that. It's not critical, but the car does get hot if I let it sit too long or idle along with the air conditioning on it. Just the temperature slowly creeps up past the 12 o'clock position. So I've got to do that soon. About a week. It'll take about a week to get that Visco fan coupling in, but I don't know, then Brad's talking about full thermoelectric fan conversion. Just ditch the whole Visco fan altogether and do a thermoelectric, so I'm not really sure where to go on that one. I might muck around with some thermoelectrics very soon though. I don't know. I just want the damn thing to be reliable and not overheat. I also got to pull the radiator out and get the tank resealed. The damn thing's leaking already. It's only 3 years old, tops. Oh, well, that's enough rambling on. Got more important stuff to mess around with. You know, I like these CPU cores. A lot of people gave these a very good recommendation. It's got a very old Pentium 4 2.8 gigahertz or something stuck to the bottom of it. Useless old single core CPU. Anywho, thanks for watching.